What's wrong with our gates?
Perfect, thank you very much. Brexit motions today. It should be interesting.
We do not accept that the choice is between whatever the Prime Minister manages to cobble together or no deal. That is not a meaningful vote. Between really bad and even worse. No deal will be a catastrophe, and no government has the right to plunge our country into chaos because of their own failures.
Because the reality out there is that in ports, in food, in manufacturing, in pharmaceuticals, in energy, in health, right across our country, workers and employers alike are telling me that there is no plan. The Prime Minister is held hostage by her own ministers. She has no plan A, let alone a plan B, no deal, no security, no clue, not even the confidence of her own people.
My own experiences, how much pressure public services are under, and the impact of privatisation, how budgets are squeezed, how people like me, as a young carer, as a teaching assistant, are forced to pay the price.
8 years of Tory government has seen insecurity in the workplace become the norm, and many workers don't have access to basic employment rights. Laura Pidcock, our Shadow Minister for Labour Rights, Justin Madders, her maternity cover, and Bambos Chavalambos, my PPS, have forensically held this government to account. But they don't care. They don't care about the tragic stories of gig workers, sick, stressed and underpaid. They don't even care about staff in their own departments of justice and business campaigning today simply for basic protections and a living wage. We care. Workers under Labour will get full legal rights such as sick pay, holiday and parental leave and protection from dismissal from day one, even those working in the gig economy.
We're back in for part 2 of the debates on the various motions that were submitted today. One of them obviously is the Brexit motion. I don't see any hurdles to this going through. We'll vote at the end of conference, I believe, at around 5:15, I think is the current timetable. Not quite sure how many of these speeches I'm actually going to record on any of the motions, but we'll see what we can do.
Sajid Javid has broken his promise. He announced a few days ago that those entitled to citizenship will be deported if a crime is committed. This is modern-day transportation, and we must not accept it.
Today, it's my honour and my privilege to speak on behalf of the Palestinian people. During the course of the debate, I want you to use your imagination. Right now, 2 babies are being born in Jerusalem. One to Palestinian parents, the other to Israeli parents. Those babies don't know that they are Palestinian and Israeli. They had no part creating the problems of the world they've been born into, and they have no knowledge of the tragedies that have gone before.
This is a year of important anniversaries in the history of our socialist movement. A movement that has always been based on the unstoppable momentum of the masses, the incredible inspiration of courageous individuals, and a core belief that injustice done to any of us is injustice done to all of us, wherever we are in the world.
That context is where prominent Tories have for decades sought to remove, stigmatise or use racist
name-calling ever since the Windrush generation arrived in this country in 1948.
This party is now the largest social democratic party in Europe, and we are still growing. I'm still here. Jeremy Corbyn is. And Jeremy Corbyn is emphatically still here as the leader.
I've just come out of a quite busy and emotive session, and I'm here with my MP, Kevin Brennan, who is the Shadow Minister for Heritage and the Arts, or Arts and Heritage.
Heritage, arts, culture, media, all sorts of things. The first time I came to conferences, I was quite a bit older than you.
How long ago was that?
Well, I was a teacher, so I could never come because it was always in term time. So I never got to come until 1994, which is still quite a long time ago.
I would have been 4 years old.
You were 4 years old.
Yeah.
I was actually in my 30s by then.
Okay.
And but I came and I thought it was tremendously exciting to hear the ideas, and we were at that time kind of on a roll towards government, similar sort of ideas. We want to get into government. So it was fascinating, and I did actually end up proposing a composite the following year. I came first as a visitor, and the following year as a delegate, and proposed a composite.
Do you remember what it was on?
I do. It was about pensions, and it was about restoring the earnings link to the old age pension. And interestingly, the NEC didn't want the motion to go through. They wanted us to remit it, as often happens at conferences. And there's a Labour legend, Jack Jones, the former Transport and General Workers Union General Secretary, was at that time in charge of the Pensioners Alliance. And I said, Jack, what would your advice be? Should I remit, or should I sort of, He said, well, if you go to the vote, you will lose, because the unions will vote on this occasion with the NEC. But what you should do, he said, is when they ask Cardiff West, will you remit? He said, go up on the stage, the podium, and say, I will remit the motion, in the interest of party unity, but I want everyone in the hall who agrees with it to applaud now. And so I did that, and of course they applauded. I think John Prescott or someone came up to me after and said, you're a cheeky sod, but I think he enjoyed it.
Oh, well, excellent. It's been absolutely lovely talking to you, and I hope you have a good trip back to Cardiff. To raise your glasses and say Yahida. Wonderful.